Hey, what's up, y'all? Quintbeastwood here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're gonna be doing a Q&A. So I've been getting people telling me to do this on my YouTube. So I figured, hey, why not? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna do my little Q&A here. I hope y'all enjoy it. I need to get me some damn food though. How did you meet the Antoine? How did you meet the Antoine and the crew? I was at the Fuad show actually, and you know, Dorian had followed me previously. This story is somewhere on YouTube. We spoke about it, and he recognized me, and you know, they started speaking to me. And Antoine didn't know me, but I followed both of them. And Dorian told him this kid turned pro naturally. Then Antoine was like, "What?" He was like, "Show me your page," and I showed him. He followed me instantly, and he invited me to come work out with them like the next day or two. And instantly, like he said he wanted to, him and Dorian wanted to help me. Thought I had a lot of potential, and yeah, they ever since we've been great friends. And yeah, I'm really fortunate. Antoine and Dorian are very great individuals, and yeah, I couldn't have foreseen something like this happening, but I'm definitely happy that it did. Okay, what's your best memory in the gym? I don't know, man. Every day is a good day in the gym, man. Like I'm able to take away one big positive from every workout, so I can't really narrow down one of them. When do you eat your cheat meal? Before a lagging part, before a huge body part like legs? Thanks. So based on my training program, my coach has it timed after my chest and back down Wednesdays, and also after my chest and bicep days on Sundays. So it's just usually like I do a back day before that chest and bicep day. So like my body, and I have a leg day right after that. So it's like 3 hard workouts usually. So my body could probably use extra calories in the middle of the week. I mean, why not extra calories? Favorite UFC fighter? Right now it's Jorge Masvidal. He's just so cool. He's so funny, and he's pretty badass. Top 3 favorite Olympias? 99, 2010, and I can't remember. Yeah, just those 2. I don't know. But if you're talking about the actual people, Ronnie Coleman, Phil Heath, and Dexter Jack. How do you motivate yourself on the days you don't want to work out? I just think about my end goal and the fact that, you know, it takes a series of small victories for me to ultimately get the success that I want, and those small victories come in the form of killing my workout. Like I gotta crush this shit every time I'm out. So even like, let's say, I have an example. I had a leg day the other day, and I was fucking tired. I got like 3 hours of sleep. Don't ask why, but I did. Horrible sleep, and you know, I felt like my stomach hurt. I had to take a shit, like a lot of things, and I just really didn't want to work out, but I knew that I had to, and I knew that I really want to bring up my legs. So I just, you know, shut my mind off. I focused on just my workout. I drove to the gym, took my pre, and I fucking killed that shit, and it was actually a really good workout. Will there ever be mini Quintons? Before that, I have to be married. I have to have somebody that I love and trust enough to want to marry and then want to have kids with. So there's a couple of steps. I would love the idea of kids, but again, like if those other things aren't in order, that's a no for me, because I mean, I ain't trying to like bring a child into the world and, you know, have to visit them on like every other weekend. Like I ain't trying to like, I don't know, I want to be in my kid's life 24/7, like all the time. So I definitely need to have a very strong relationship with my wife or girlfriend or whatever. It's gonna be girlfriend and wife and blah blah blah. But yeah, I guess it all depends on if that happens. Let's see what's next. When eating ass, do you go in circles or up and down? That is a personal question, motherfucker. Yeah. Up and down. What's your proudest moment on stage? I think, in Romania, I did the Worlds, the under 23. So I competed there, and my proudest moment was I placed 4th in Worlds, and I was completely natural, and it wasn't a natural show. Also, I prepped myself for that show, so I proved to myself that I knew and I had what it took to, you know, have the discipline and the eye, the intuition to get myself like in shape. My glutes were striated. I'll put up a picture. So I was just really proud, and I knew that, you know, at some point, although I didn't really get much recognition then, I knew that I'd be recognized for it. Do I have potential? I've trained 6 months at home and 3 months in a gym, so do I? Be honest. Honestly, man, I don't know why people send me these questions or ask me these, because like, there's too many of you, and also I screenshot it for the Q&A, so I can't even click on your page, and so I have no idea. But this isn't a good question. If someone's doing a Q&A, don't ask if you have potential. Unless you actually know the person, then anyways. So what makes Antoine a good friend and partner? A partner? Like, what do you think's going on here? Good training partner. He's a great friend. Antoine is a very trustworthy person. He's a very honest person, and he's also just unapologetically himself. He's very unique and funny. But yeah, he's a very caring, a very kind, and a very mature individual. I have nothing but great things to say about Antoine, as you know. And he's a good training partner because he's always willing to push. Like, he'll go to the very end. You know what I mean? Like, if there's one last inch of strength or, you know, endurance in him, he will give it all in all his sets. So that's always pretty cool. And it's extra inspiration when I train with him, because I know I gotta, like, you know, I gotta hit them weights hard. What do you think you would be doing if you weren't bodybuilding? If I wasn't bodybuilding, oh man, I don't know. I was already a personal trainer. I'm really into boxing. Maybe I would have gotten into some sort of boxing or something. I do love MMA. Maybe I would have gave that a go. I'm a very physically active person. I like to stay active. I'm not too sure though. I'm not too sure like work-wise, but I would definitely keep busy with probably like basketball and boxing. Thoughts on Z's? Yeah, he inspired a lot of young people to, like, you know, get in shape and be aesthetic. He left a pretty cool legacy behind. Predictions for the Mr. O? Man, honestly, like, I'm not even thinking about anything bodybuilding related right now in terms of actual competitions, because, like, you know, this COVID shit, and right now we're dealing with, you know, a lot of like civil rights issues, right? Civil rights issues. So my mind isn't even on that right now. And also, there's not many people that have qualified for the Olympia, so it's just not really worth speaking about just yet. We don't know who's doing it. Can you dunk? Yes, I can still dunk. BBC? No comment. Smoke or edibles? I'd rather smoke. If edibles hit faster, maybe edibles. But also it's a different type of high. It's a very stronger high, like a body high. You'd be like chilling. Okay, so body count, you fucking unit. Well, that's not a question. Next. Okay. How much do you smoke weed? Good wording, bro. I might smoke a joint almost nightly. I haven't done the past couple nights, but most nights these days, just to help me sleep. I'll take some melatonin too. When did you realize bodybuilding was for you? I think when I did provincials in 2016, every show that I did when I first started, my posing was pretty bad and shit, but like everybody would always just come see me after the show. Like random people would just be amazed, like, holy shit, you're 20 years old, you got a bright future, like shit like that. So I guess from people's reactions to me on stage, I realized, okay, maybe I have a future with this. Top 5 bodybuilders of all time. Ronnie Coleman, all right. Phil Heath, all right. Dexter Jackson, and who else? Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like he definitely paved the way, and Sergio Oliva. but that's just in my opinion, you know. Effects of treating yourself on muscle growth. What? How do you find your caloric intake for, oh, I hate calorie questions. I don't count calories, guys. Does working out increase bone density? Yeah, working out increases bone density. Okay, not a question, but I just want to say you're a freaking beast and I love the hard work you put in. Thank you. I appreciate you. Why are you such a fucking monster? You know, fight a 100 duck-sized bears or one bear-sized duck. A bear-sized duck. Oh, fuck. Damn. Maybe 100 duck-sized bears. How's working out changed your experience with girls? Well, I actually first started training because, you know, I wanted girls to, you know, like how I look. I wanted more attention from girls and shit. But even just after the first year and a half, I stopped caring about that. Like, man, like, regardless, girls are gonna come. Girls are gonna come and go, whether you have money, whether you're jacked, whether you, I don't know. You're successful, you're a nice person, you're funny, like, you know, they're gonna come and go, but that's never, aside from that first initial period, it's stopped being my focus, and I never gave a fuck since. I have a girlfriend now, so obviously girls aren't like on my radar. It don't matter even more, but yeah, I'd just do you, man. They don't matter that much. I mean, they kind of do, but, you know, what I can say is I definitely attract a lot more girls. Like, I have a lot more girls hitting on me and shit, but unfortunately, I have a lot of guys hitting on me too. Way too much. Ugh. I'm glad that you changed your profile picture and put Malcolm X and MLK. Keep that forever. Thanks, man. I think it's important. And a lot of people actually don't know who those two leaders are. If you don't know who Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. are, go Google them and, you know, maybe watch a YouTube video of one of their speeches and just hear what they stood for. Right now, we're going through a very hard time. It's almost like we're still fighting for civil rights for black people. Like, I'm black and I live in Canada and I've dealt with police brutality and I've been called a monkey, I've been called this, I've been, you know, I was pulled over when I was like 11 once when I was in California on my way to play basketball at the YMCA. Why did they pull over an 11-year-old? I don't know, you tell me. I was pulled over once when I was 12 here in Toronto, like, or Markham, like it's a very safe city. I had a tinfoil in my bag and the cop made a joke about me having weed in there. At that point, I wasn't even, like, I was fucking like 12, man. I don't fucking smoke. I was terrified. I'm like, why is this grown man like saying this to me? You know, and you know, if you don't think, I mean, why else would they pull me over? Like, what the fuck is a kid? What would a kid do? And where I lived, where I grew up in Markham, like, it's a very safe area, and it was even more safe back then. So, you know, it's just kind of crazy. But there's still, we still, like, black people still aren't treated, you know, fairly or great or good even, or even like humans in certain parts of the world. And it's unfortunate that here in Canada or America, shit like that still happens. It sucks that we still get racially profiled, like, but unfortunately it's just the reality of it. And I think that we all just got to come together and stand up for what's right. And that's what we're doing right now. Hopefully the other 3 officers, because at this time in the video, only 1 officer has been arrested in the George Floyd case, and he was charged for 3rd-degree murder, which I think it should be 1st degree, because he damn well knew what he was doing. That was intentional. The people in the video were telling him, hey, check his pulse, he can't breathe. Like, this is, it's just outrageous. And the fact that the 3 other officers, because two officers held him down from his body and his legs, and then one of them stopped so that nobody could save him. Like, that is murder. That's horrible. Anyways, the fact that, you know, there's riots happening so that he can see justice, so those officers do time, is just crazy. Like, that should be a no-brainer. But this is the society that we live in right now. This is what we're dealing with, and you know, we just got to keep fighting the good fight. All right. How important would you say EAAs are? They're very important. I drink EAAs, I drink Intra HD with all of my workouts. It gets you that extra energy to bang out those sets. When you started lifting, what was your goals? My goal was to be the best natural bodybuilder in the world. And I mean, there wasn't a natural worlds. Like I won Canadian nationals as a natural, but there was no like worlds for natural athletes. Worlds was open, so I did worlds, and obviously I didn't win, but I did come fourth in juniors, and then in the open men's I came 8th out of 10. I'm still very proud of how I did back then, but yeah, that was my goal. And it's funny because things just change over time. I think even before that, before I wanted to be a bodybuilder, I just wanted to be in shape and get girls and stuff and have attention and look nice, and I wanted to feel confident. That's really why it started, and the goal just kept graduating, and now I'm a pro bodybuilder, and I'm trying to be the best. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Unfortunately, this Q&A, people were asking like actual questions. They weren't asking no stupid shit like they do when I do this on my Instagram. So maybe it's not, I don't think it was that funny. It was pretty serious. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope you learned a thing or two. And yeah, go ahead and have yourselves a good day.